Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Today, I have a good story for you. A story where I'm going to ask you at the end, what would you do? What would be your reaction if this happened to you? Now, this story starts back on November the 13th, and you're going to have to kind of picture it in your mind here with me. Experienced cruisers, you guys will know. It's embarkation day. You're excited. It's time for your cruise. You get to the cruise port, you get checked in, you get on board the ship, you do your muster drill, and that announcement usually comes about 1:30, letting you know that your cabins are ready. You can head down there, drop off your bags, get comfortable, and get ready for your cruise. You go down, you get your keys, you open up your door, and this is what you see. Yep, a cabin that is clearly not ready for passengers. Now, this actually started a little bit earlier on in the day because according to the two passengers that this did happen to, when they got to the room, their keys were not there at the door. Typically they're right outside the door, they're waiting for you. But in this case, well, the keys weren't there. They had to go back down to guest services, get the keys from guest services. They went back upstairs. Now they could get into the room, and that is exactly what they saw. A room that was completely messed up. The carpet's been ripped up. The furniture's been pushed to the sides. Industrial fans are going on because it turned out this room was flooded during the previous cruise. Now, naturally, they go back down to guest services, and they did say it took about 3 hours to get it all straightened out, to get their new cabin assignment. Okay, their old room had been on deck 6. Balcony room, their new cabin, also on deck 6, also a balcony cabin. So they got a like for like cabin, same deck. They also got $300 of onboard credit due to the confusion and the mistake. Cruise line said, yep, it's our mistake. Kind of fell through the cracks. This room flooded on the last cruise. You should have automatically been moved to another room. So it did create one of those, oh my God moments when you walk in the cabin, and it created a lot of confusion. And yes, it created some standing in line there at customer service to get it all straightened out. But like I said, $300 of onboard credit and a like for like room. But apparently this is not the compensation that they wanted. Apparently a same for same cabin, that didn't work. They wanted an upgraded cabin. And when that didn't happen, then they wanted a full refund for their cruise. They wanted to take their suitcases and they wanted to just disembark the ship and go home. And Royal Caribbean, well, they said no. You're free to get off the ship. You're free to go home. But no, you're not going to be getting a full refund if you do that. They said, we gave you another cabin, exactly what you paid for. We gave you $300 of onboard credit. Sorry for the confusion, but this is what it is. So my question for today is, how would you feel if you opened up your cabin door and that is what you saw? Do you think that a same for same cabin and $300 compensation is fair from the cruise lines? Now keep in mind, this was a 4-night cruise, so $300 of onboard credit, to me at least, that's pretty good. And I also know personally that sometimes mix-ups like this can happen on cruise lines. We went to our cabin one time and the room steward, at least according to his paper, thought we were two different people because I'm assuming that our cabin had been at one point in time assigned to somebody else and it hadn't been updated that it was now us. Not a big deal, everything was fine, but not everything gets communicated. One time we went and got our room keys. There was a third room key in with ours that was for a person that wasn't in our party and definitely wasn't staying in our room, but there it was. Had to go down and turn that in. And those are minor things, but just show that there can be some issues. You have 5,000 people hop off a ship, 5,000 plus people hop on a ship. Sometimes one or two little things slip through the cracks. And if this room had just been flooded a day or two before, well, it might have also slipped through the crack. Would the compensation offered from the cruise lines, their solution, would that have been good enough for you to just happily cruise on? Or would you be like these passengers, want a full refund and want to leave the ship immediately because now your entire trip is ruined? All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.